The world is never going to be the same again.
I'm worried about the world.
The mass chaos and crises that there was in the world, it's going to be just like that now.
This is not an accident.
How long is it going to last? Longer than, even for those of you that have some cash in the bank, way past your cash reserves.
Out of 100 people, 4 will get the message.
This thing isn't going to be over in a few weeks. This thing isn't going to be over in a few months.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As guys, yesterday was a bombshell of a day for the XRP community. And something I have to tell all of you is, we just got clarity as to what's going on in the background. The past few days have been massive. Jerome Powell, day one, said a report on digital currencies is ready and stablecoins and CBDCs can coexist. Next, the Ripple SEC case has been delayed for 1 month. And then, like clockwork, Tom Emmer proposes a bill to ban the Fed from having a China-like CBDC. Something big is brewing in the background, involving Ripple, XRP, CBDCs, the Fed, and Congress. And I like it. I love it. The future of our investment is getting clear every single day. All of these things pertain directly to XRP adoption, in my opinion. And I believe in the highest levels of government, and the highest levels of finance, and the highest levels of politics, we are being discussed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly review this bill proposed by Tom Emmer because it's a big one. Tom Emmer introduced a bill prohibiting the Fed from issuing a CBDC directly to individuals. And personally speaking, I love it. Tom Emmer has been a congressman that's been right on the money. Other countries like China have developed CBDCs that fundamentally omit benefits and protections of cash. This bill would ensure financial privacy. CBDCs that fail to adhere to these 3 basic principles could enable an entity like the Fed to mobilize itself into a retail bank, collect personal information, track their transactions indefinitely. This CBDC model raises a single point of failure, leaving Americans' financial information vulnerable to an attack. But it could be used as surveillance as well, something that we've been discussing here for a long time. Any CBDC implemented by the Fed must be open, permissionless, and private. This means that any digital dollar must be acceptable to all, transact on the blockchain that is transparent, and maintain the privacy of cash. In order to maintain the dollar status as the world's reserve currency in a digital age, it's important that the US lead with a posture that prioritizes innovation and does not aim to compete with the private sector. Simply put, we must prioritize blockchain tech with American characteristics rather than mimic China's authoritarianism. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Central bank digital currency adoption will go hand in hand with XRP adoption. And now, in the front lines of Congress, a bill has been passed directly towards this. This specific niche within the financial system is so important. It's showing that there is a battle going on right now to see what is going to happen. Tom Emmer seems to be on the side of freedom. We all know the Fed isn't. Let's see what this Fed digital currency report looks like. But to me, what I'll say to you is that it looks like we're closer than we've ever been before when it comes to seeing a resolution to this case. Ladies and gentlemen, on the same day Tom Emmer proposed that bill, Gary Gensler also tweeted this: enforcement by the SEC is one of the fundamental pillars in achieving the SEC's mission. One pillar is framework for policies, the laws set by Congress and the rules enacted by the Commission. But you also have to examine against those laws and rules and enforce the rules. He talks about imagining a football game without referees. And Stuart Alderati, general counsel at Ripple, gave his 2 cents on it. The football field with no referee analogy Gary Gensler insists on using is wrong. The truth is the SEC uses regulation by enforcement to create an uneven playing field and picks winners and losers. His speech says a high-impact case pulls many other actors from the line. Does that sound like regulation by enforcement to anyone else? The SEC intends that the mere filing of a case chills behavior, regardless of whether they are right on the right side of the law or the facts. Because after all, that's why the SEC plays the delay card and uses it to their advantage. So much for justice delayed is justice denied. How about publicly committing to moving the Ripple case as swiftly as possible with no more delays? This speaks volumes. Ladies and gentlemen, the outspoken general counsel at Ripple has given his 2 cents. And the past few days, as far as the crypto and financial world is concerned, have been massive. I can't stress this enough. The XRP community has been through the ringer. But I have to remind you of why we're here. We are here because regardless of what's going on in the United States, this new financial system is being adopted in the rest of the world. And let me remind you why.
The U.S. is sanctioning you. You can't move money using that SWIFT system. So what's really interesting is, number one, they're creating a payment system that would go around SWIFT. But how do you do that when you have 5 major countries that all have their own currencies? And one of the ways they're doing that is by using possibly cryptocurrency to do that. That would translate their currencies into a single cryptocurrency that is then used through the system and then formulated, I guess, when it gets into their country, back into their own personal currency. So essentially, you're taking currency from one, sending it through as a cryptocurrency, and then back on the other end into transforming it into another currency. And that allows them, again, to get around this SWIFT system in a way that no one had really thought about in the past, because crypto already has all of those things in place.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about all of you, but to me, that is the literal embodiment of what XRP is. This is what I'm gonna say. The XRP Army, we deserve every penny we're going to get. Delayed gratification makes you the most money and gives you the most success in life. I can tell you that that's a fact. The XRP community has been waiting 4 years for our bull run. We had to go through 4 years worth of news that did not affect the public price of XRP at all. And I think that was on purpose, because Ripple, they probably like it that the XRP price did not move along with Ripple's actions. This ensures that XRP is not a security as the prices remain suppressed. The XRP Army has witnessed Bitcoin go to the moon, Ether go to the moon, Dogecoin go to the moon, Shiba going to the moon. It has been one of the most underperforming digital assets over the past year and a half. And that is why I know that when everything is said and done, it will be the best performing asset on the planet. XRP is not an investment meant for retail investors. It truly is a test of will. Let me show you how important and how significant XRP is. Ladies and gentlemen, the other day, I told you all that my number 1 metaverse project that I'm investing in for 2022 is Epic Prime. Since the time I announced that, Epic Prime went up in value 75%. Single-handedly, with one video, I was able to move the charts. However, with XRP, if you guys remember clearly, we had a community of 250,000 people join a Pump XRP group. Together, we all stated that on a specific day at a specific time we'll buy XRP at the exact same time. And what ended up happening was it crashed 50% in a day. That is massive. That to me says, whoa, 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 my little retail investors. You guys don't have the opportunity to send it to the moon. XRP is going to go to the moon when we need it to go to the moon. Whoever we is, whatever powers that be manipulate this market, only they control XRP's price. That is the fact of the matter. That is the evidence that was proven to me on that day. And I don't want any of you to forget it. This goes beyond the government. This is for all the central banks. And you better believe it's beyond our control. So much FUD. So much fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And now, like clockwork, we're coming down the home stretch. I will not fold on this digital asset. We will not break on this digital asset. This is the one. We see that the Fed's Lyle Bernard stated that controlling inflation is the most important task. And we also saw that the monetary and fiscal assistance provided in the response to this health crisis may have been excessive. The financial system is breaking. They need a solution. And crypto is the solution that they have on the sidelines. Evidence of that includes that Coinbase held $140 billion in crypto for institutions, Q3 2021 versus $17 billion in Q3 2020. Over a 700% increase, and that's going to rise even more this year. The exponential growth taking place in this space will be life-changing. And all you have to do is park your money and wait. I wish I had a better answer. I wish this took more skill. But it's really that simple. Guys, Fox Business came out with a monstrosity of a report discussing the delay in this Ripple SEC case. And I'd like all of you to take a listen to it, as it was a big one. They also touch on the decision by the court to potentially allow Ripple access to ETH documents. I want you to hear that as well.
Now, this is interesting. Omicron has struck again. XRP has added more than 4% to its value over just the last 24 hours on news that proceedings in the Securities and Exchange Commission versus Ripple case will have to be pushed back now a month due to the spread of new COVID infections. To Charlie Gasparino with the latest breaking developments in the case.
We should point out, this is
unbelievable.
This is a Fox Business report that moved that from Ellie Terrett, my producer, and I've been posting some stuff more recently. Our reporting has moved XRP. Here's what we know about this case. We were just asking simple questions. Where is it? People thought, early this year there would be some movement in the Ripple case versus the SEC. The SEC suing Ripple, the big technology company, over its XRP cryptocurrency, saying it's really a security that needs to be registered with the SEC. Ripple says no way, we're no different than Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this thing is going to be hashed out in court. It's probably the biggest crypto case out there. It's going to set the stage for SEC enforcement going forward, how much authority they have versus the CFTC. So keep an eye on this. But we were just asking simple questions, Lizzie. Where the hell is it? It's okay, into January. Where's the movement? We found out there was really no movement, and then we did a little digging. And here's what Ellie essentially came up with. Both the SEC and Ripple are asking the judge in this case, Judge Torres, a federal judge, to delay the case amid the COVID surge. They are having a hard time getting all the witnesses, and there's about 8 left of the 16 they want to depose, and they want them to depose them face to face. It's very hard to do this over Zoom because these things could last 7 hours. There's a 7-hour limit. So in order to really get to the bottom of it, of a deposition, you kind of got to go back and forth. And because of the COVID surge, it's hard to do that right now. And they don't want to do it via Zoom. And it's both sides saying, yeah, please delay this. I think the deadline for depositions was this week. I know. It's now been delayed, or they both asked the judge to delay it to February 28th. We'll see what the judge says. Usually when both sides ask for a delay, they say okay, and you'll delay the thing to February 28th. Again, they want to do all 16, not just that they'll get the 8 done this week. That I think the initial 8 will be done this week, but they got to do 16, and that's why the February 28th date is imperative for both sides. And here's another interesting side note. There's a lot of little news on Ripple today in this case. Ripple's request for privileged SEC documents, their internal discussions and documents, emails about what they were saying about XRP versus Ethereum, why Ethereum was given a break and not XRP. The judge is going to rule on Ripple's request to get those documents. If those documents become public, Liz, exactly why XRP, because part of the case here for XRP and Ripple, why are you holding us, in their words, to a different standard than Ethereum? I know we did certain things. They did almost the same stuff in terms of creating the Ether, the ETH, right? Their cryptocurrency. Mm-hmm. They did an offering, essentially, a digital offering to fund their platform. That's an issue. That's what you're dinging us for, doing it, selling our XRP to fund our platform, and they're thus making it a security. If it's a security, it needs to be registered with the SEC. Ripple, as you know, has not done that. Ethereum has not done that. And of course, the Bitcoin people, whoever they are, whoever created Bitcoin didn't do it back in the day. But apparently they're giving a pass to Bitcoin, they're giving a pass to Ether, and not XRP. Liz, interesting case.
My friend Satoshi.
Let me tell you something. The crypto world cares big time about this case. This is insane.
And you and Ellie are on it.
Yeah, she did a good
Excellent.
job. She did a good job moving XRP. I don't know why it's moving, but over this, but she moved it.
Well, maybe it gives XRP more time. Charlie, great to see you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I felt like that report was important to show all of you. This is what's going on in the mainstream on Fox business. This is a publicly discussed case because they know that this is the biggest one in crypto history. They know that what happens as a result of this case will send shockwaves on the market. A positive ruling is good for all of crypto. A negative one would be bad. But this is important. If Ripple gets access to those internal discussions between the SEC officials on the Ethereum free pass, it's checkmate. We win. That is the most important thing we're waiting on for a decision to be made on. And here, an important thing just broke in this case. Ripple's motion is granted in part, and we're going to be allowed to get the June 5th, 2018 email to the SEC personnel attaching a draft of Bill Hinman's speech. This is going to be an important update for this case. We didn't get everything we expected, as attorney Jeremy Hogan stated on Twitter earlier today. But in my opinion, things are moving in Ripple's direction. The perfect XRP storm is coming, and the days, weeks, and months ahead are looking promising. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.